Nnamdi Kanu petitions Nigerian Chief Justice over alleged misconduct by Justice Bintal Unyako, demands disciplinary action. To my dear listeners, before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Good morning. Welcome to today's news. Unyako is being accused of judicial misconduct in the handling of Kanu's case, number FHC ABJCR 383-2015, Nnamdi Kanu vs. Federal Republic of Nigeria. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has petitioned the Chief Justice of Nigeria and Chairman of the National Judicial Council, CJN, Kudirat Kekereekun, against Justice Bintal Muritala Unyako of the Federal High Court, Abuja. Unyako is being accused of judicial misconduct in the handling of Kanu's case, number FHC ABJCR 383-2015, Nnamdi Kanu vs. Federal Republic of Nigeria. The IPOB leader who filed the petition through his younger brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, recalled that Justice Unyako had earlier granted him bail, revoked the bail and issued a bench warrant against him, leading to his abduction in Kenya on June 19, 2021, and extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria to face his ongoing trial. He recounted that on June 29, 2021, he was secretly produced before Justice Unyako in violation of Section 36(3) and Section 36(4)(a) of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Kanu said that without the presence of his counsel of record, Justice Unyako conducted a hearing that led to his remand in the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS) that was responsible for his extraordinary rendition. The petition further stated, the said hearing was also scheduled and conducted without notice to the complainant said counsel of record in violation of Section 36(6)(c) of the Constitution. Additionally, the said hearing, remand proceedings which was conducted and which led to the detention, remand of the complainant was conducted without the complainant being heard, which violated the provisions of Section 169 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, and the complainant was, pursuant to said hearing, committed to the custody of the State Security Services cell instead of a prison, as is required by law. The complainant remains detained to this day. The detained IPOB leader further recalled that at a hearing on April 17, 2024, his counsel filed an application before Justice Unyako to restore his revoked bail in line with the judgment and pronouncement of the Supreme Court on December 15, 2023. The Supreme Court, in its judgment, had held the respondent was on bail and therefore in custody of the law when his home was illegally invaded by heavily armed military officers of the appellant, causing him to flee from his home and the country to secure his life. In the face of such an attack, it was responsible for him to flee to secure his life and physical well-being. That is what any normal and reasonable human being would do in their circumstances to preserve his life and physical well-being. It is glaring that the consequences of the attack were intended or foreseeable. That is not arguable. The appellant officials knew that the invasion of the respondent's home caused him to run away to secure his life and physical well-being. Yet, during proceedings in the pending criminal case against him, they applied that his bail be revoked, that a warrant for his arrest be issued, and his sureties forfeit their respective bail bond, and that his trial in his absence be ordered because he had jumped bail and is not in court to stand his trial. But they knew that their illegal actions made it impossible for the respondent to be in court for his trial. In a situation such as this one where the prosecution has taken extrajudicial actions against the defendant, in a pending criminal case brought by it and made it impossible for the defendant, who is on bail, to be in court for his or her trial, it is wrong to treat such a defendant as having jumped bail, in the sense that he is running from prosecution or running to avoid prosecution in the pending criminal case, in respect of which he was granted bail. So, my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.